all right, Dad.
He goes Tiger.
No, you're all right. You're all right. Dad's going to move back. I'm okay with that.
You know, one time, and there's TJ right off the bat. One time Jennifer Lopez was watching a Boston game and she bought out the whole right side tickets because she didn't want to share any space with any other fans. So take your Jennifer Lopez CD and put it in the trash. One pitch, one hit for TJ. Here's Jim Dodos. Played a little independent ball.
55 miles per hour.
Yo, Bexel, what's going on? You're watching Premier League Wiffle. Hideaway Field, Las Vegas. This is playoff atmosphere right now. The Calicos just dominated the Bombers. This is game number 2 of a best of 3. And there's Jim Dodos doing what he does, and that's going to move TJ to the right side. And no outs, and the Bombers look like they're here to play game number 2. And Hollis just needs to keep the train going. No outs, man, on first and third. Not a good start for Stein. Here's TJ, the manager of the Bombers.
27 miles per hour. 55 miles per hour.
Hollis was looking for a little something right there.
So Nick's got.
Remember, you can tag up from third base. It's the only time the runners will run.
59 miles per hour.
Let's go to instant replay. We're going to go to New York right now. And it looks like Hollis. It looks on the instant replay.
Chad. Watch the replay.
Watch the replay.
Watch the replay.
I see it.
There was no way I was hitting strike zone.
I'm going to watch the replay right now.
Then I'm throwing.
Let's see it one more time for the viewers at home.
Guys, stop fighting. Okay, we're going to get it right. Just relax.
100% sure.
The problem is the camera. Chad, come up here and come look, please. The one problem, Casey, is the camera angle's coming in from the right side, not dead center.
I saw it twice.
We're going to see it right here, but
And no shots. No pitch.
also the camera angle's coming in from the right side. What's this?
Is it?
What's this mean?
Oh. Too fast. Hot. 59.
26 miles per hour.
I forgot that we have a speed limit involved there. I guess we're going to squash that right off the bat.
So we got a couple of different sets of eyes. It's tough to catch everything, and that was a good work by us sorting that out.
Everything got so intensified, people forgot about the basic speed limit rule. Hollis staying alive right there.
Miles per hour. 55 miles per hour.
That was a good swing by Hollis there. That might have come back in for a strike. Still no outs, 1 and 2. Hollis staying alive.
26 miles per hour. 59
Down and
miles
away,
per hour.
2 and 2.
4 miles per hour. 29 miles per hour. 55 miles per hour.
There was no way TJ was going to go right there. That's going to be out number 1. Good play by Levine out there in right field. And right now they're going to try to turn 2 and get out of this inning. But if there's one man that could stop him, it's Peter Maccabee. Oh. He could have ran home and probably beat TJ.
39 miles per hour.
They're going to try to turn 2 right here, and that's going to do it. And Stein gets out of a real big jam.
31 miles per hour. 25 miles per hour.
And there you could hear Maccabee in the background trying to hype himself up, as this is the biggest game right now in Bombers history. They're down 1-0. They had a chance to score the first runs of the second game here. but didn't happen.
miles per hour.
And Stein seems like an immortal pitcher there.
56 miles per hour.
Guys, it's over.
55 miles per hour. 50 miles per hour.
How are the Calicos predicted to lose -1.5? They're how are the Calicos? Maybe with the Bombers. And it looks like these guys are just chirping at each other in playoff intensity right now.
Stein leading off for the Calicos.
Update the score. What is the score?
54 miles per hour.
The score is updated.
Yeah, it's game 2. Calicos up 1 game to
Number
none.
2.
Best 2 out of 3.
52 miles per
Tough way off there. Brandon's really close.
hour. 53 miles per hour. 84 miles per hour. 54 miles per hour.
Brandon just not quick enough to get to that one.
That's your line, Chris, obviously.
But this will be a 3-2 pitch coming up. I'm going to say right now that James Stein feels nothing. It's wiffle ball that runs through his brain, through his blood, through every cell he has in his body. It's wiffle ball. He never gets rattled. He just comes to play, and everything shows on the wiffle ball field.
Come 52 miles per hour.
Chad, why don't you explain to our viewers how the run line
62
works?
miles per hour. 72 miles per hour.
It was in time, but you got to hit the middle fence for a double play. And that ball we're going to see was on the left fence it hit. I think if this camera flips over, there it is. You can see it hit the left side. It's wide. What did you ask me, Trench, to say?
I'm going to try to explain it in a very... And look at
54 miles per hour.
Nick DeVille. That's a dirty double, though.
26 miles per
That's
hour.
going to leave Barry on third, Nick to second. Nick's having one of his better games in
Second and third.
in a clutch situation. And it looks like
25
Brandon
miles per hour.
is in trouble in his own right. Basically, what the point spread is, it means the Calicos are 1.5 points or runs better than the Bombers, so they'd have to win to cover the bet by 1.5. So basically 2.
Miles per hour. 89 miles per hour. 57 miles per hour.
Kind of like the handicap in bowling. I only say that because everybody's bowled with a handicap. You were in a bowling league, weren't you, Chad? You seem like a
Sorry, I
bowler.
got a lot going on here, Trench. My bad. I'm
Yeah.
glad you're a good answer here.
Alex Carrasco scores 2 runs right there. And Mayo, very Kershaw-like in the playoffs. We have a rescue here where we saved farmed animals from slaughter, and some of these, and we also have cat rescue.
55 miles per hour.
So a lot of these team names derive from that, and I'll explain that in between games. There's Stein, and that's going to be a double, and the Calicos are just demolishing the Bombers right now early.
I've been saying it all season. Nobody's really believed me, but that James Stein is one of the top 3 hitters in this league, and he's the best pitcher in this league. So I don't know if he's going to get the MVP this season, but he certainly should be on the ballot, and a little down ballot guy, and I think expect some big things out of him. The more he comes down here and makes this 2-hour drive, the easier that drive gets, Trench.
Yeah, I mean, I think we should just fly him home.
55 miles per hour.
And the Bombers down by 3 going into the top 2. And the fans at home, if you're Bombers, are in complete shock. But
different dugouts is a big deal, actually. Right?
100%, we're going to have different dugouts next year. We cannot mix and mingle these guys as
there's just too much intensity out here.
And look at Taylor, and I don't know if you know this, but when he was 4 years old, he joined a junior varsity wiffle ball team and batted 6th and won a championship with 16-year-olds.
Taylor's an impressive individual. I'm sure he's got some PGA Tour titles as well out there, and I'm sure he's ready to go. You guys ready for him?
54 miles per hour.
I'm afraid of no man.
Perfect answer.
53 miles per hour.
Yeah, Biffle, actually, when you hold a plastic bat, sometimes your hands do get sweaty. I'm not a big batting glove type of guy either, but for some reason, when you hold a plastic bat, sometimes with some of those grips, it makes your hands sweat. It gives you a little bit more grip.
55 miles per hour. 85 miles per hour.
Yeah, I need the gloves. I throw the bat without the gloves.
Especially as it gets warmer out in the Las Vegas heat, that you're just gonna be sweating,
Yeah.
and some of that sweat's gonna get down to your hands and then go down to the bat, and who knows what could happen.
55 miles per hour.
No, it's purely for grip.
Miles per hour. 64 miles per hour.
So somebody got hit in the head with a pretty fast pitch here a few weeks ago. That doesn't feel good.
55 miles
Got a
per
piece
hour.
right there. So Chad, why don't you explain to viewers how it works if there's a foul tip into the strike zone?
The catcher drops the first. It's just that simple. As it happens once with 2 strikes, it's okay. The second time it happens with the strike.
54 miles per hour.
Stein's got 3 pitches working at a premier level. Let's just say that.
Yeah, he's the best of the best, and it looks like he wants to go straight into the finals against either the Snappers or the Sandpipers. Swing right there by TJ. Gonna go down 0-2. Misses just a bit inside, and you can see that the Bombers irritated. And there's TJ right up the middle. That's going to be a single. That's kind of what you need to get a rally going. Definitely getting chippy out here, Duck Pluck.
TJ's an excellent player, though. Excellent.
And here's Jim Dodos. I feel like Barry's a little too close to second base side a little bit, but I guess he does know that Jim Dodos does slap around. But there's a big gap on that right side.
Alex moved him over a step there. Just as you were saying that, Alex from left field just told Barry to move over a couple steps.
54 miles per hour.
Joe, short-handed, is able to bring it in. It sounded like Matty was the one that called it, but Joe was the one that caught it. So they got to work on that communication out there a little bit. It is a smaller field. When the ball goes up high, a lot of bodies are able to get over to the ball. So you really got to communicate on who's going to bring it in. But a lot of times, Trench, tallest man wins.
Yeah, Dodos. I know how he's thinking. He barely missed getting this game to 3-2.
27 miles per
Here's
hour.
Hollywood.
53 miles per hour.
Hollywood swinging. Watch out for something
26
lower
miles
away
per
right
hour.
here, Chad.
57 miles per hour. $27 miles per hour.
And that's going to put Hollywood down right there. And Stein still feeling it. And the Viper showing that he is human and does get nervous before games. I know when he played professionally in Belgium, he used to throw up before every game to make himself feel better.
Wrong.
And then he led the league with home runs and ERA, I believe, or something like that.
That's because I make sure. Yeah, you're good. You're up.
49 miles per hour.
And he, you know what? Two of the people that you wouldn't really think you'd mention their names too much offensively, Alex Carrasco and Nick Davila right now are basically the game. They're really coming alive. Took the pressure off some of the guys that might have a little bit better stuff going on, and it really makes Stein pitch even better with a slight lead.
Yeah, they should just be looking to just get one more run home here, one more run. They can think small ball now, just kind of a couple of singles, make this 4-zip. Stein doesn't need too many
Yo,
more.
Big Effer, what's going on here in Las Vegas, here at Hideaway Field? You're watching the Bombers and the Calicos play game number 2 of a best of 3 after the Bombers lost game number 1 to the Calicos 5-1. That's going to be easy play for Hollis.
What do we think is kind of silly? I can't read back on the chat, and the Streamlab comes in with these big things, and all of a sudden I can't see any of the chat.
I'll let you know.
What are you talking about, Loman? What's kind of silly?
$55 miles per hour.
Oh,
Gotcha.
51 miles per hour.
Maddie barely misses that one. It's going to be out number 2.
28 miles per hour.
Oh. Yeah, I mean... I get it. It causes some stir, but he hate me is all I gotta say.
oh yeah.
XFL.
XFL 2003, 2 maybe.
Was putting 20, 30,000 fans in the
Yep. The first
stands.
play in XFL history was that the guys lined up 10 yards apart from each other and sprinted to the middle, and the guy broke his leg on like it's the coin toss.
Yeah,
You just sprint 10. Whoever comes up with the ball like a wrestling match gets first possession.
miles per hour.
I thought he was going to start it back up. I could have swore I heard rumblings about another XFL starting, but
Yeah, they did. They played this year.
57 miles per hour.
and there's Mayo. And Mayo needs to keep doing that and not give up another run, or it's going to put the Calicos into the finals versus either the Sand Vipers or the Snappers. And I've never been one to get nervous before games, really. I just kind of go out there and do my thing and see what happens. But usually there are some people that do get those nerves going. And it wouldn't surprise me if
51 miles per hour.
Mr. Sand Viper isn't 3/4 deep on a pitcher of hot cocoa.
It looks like the way Nick's playing his defense right now with the 7 guys is Nick's sitting out every inning, and he's rotating the other 6 guys around a little bit. Basically going with just Matty Levine and Alex Carrasco both in the outfield on most plays, and then shifting his infield around. They've been playing pretty straight up in the outfield out there, actually, just kind of covering the 2 gaps, trying to cover as much ground as possible. You want to spread out from your infielder, so Barry's, you got a good look home on the inside or the outside of your infielder. Play, the pitcher and just 4 defenders. So it used to be a lot of 3 infield looks because the pitching was dominating, but now all of a sudden there's been home runs going everywhere, and teams have had to go to the 2 outfielders and 2 infielders, especially against the Bombers. So you got to have 2 outfielders against most of their guys. Although they have a lot of line drive hitters, tough to defend against. Let's see what they can get a little rally going here in the 3rd.
Here we go, Peter Mockbee, who barely missed a couple balls.
53 miles per
Good
hour.
take there. That pitch looks good coming in.
Yeah, I
It
think
broke a
Stein,
lot.
Stein thought he was going to swing and miss right there.
46 miles per hour. 55 miles per hour. 85 miles per hour. 41 miles
We
per
got to
hour.
do something about the swing and Alexa.
29 miles per hour. 53 miles per hour.
Good play by Big Al right there.
Malkaby drives 4 hours to play in these games, so he puts a lot of pressure on himself out there. And he's the most veteran wiffle ball player we have out on this field, and it's tough to see him struggle.
53 miles per hour.
Yeah, right now, just by body motion and you get, oh, nastiness by Stein right there. I love watching him pitch because it's just disgusting. And he's just a veteran guy. Like, how many balls has he thrown? Like, literal, like, balls. Like 8?
With no strikes, he's thrown almost none. But he plays around a little bit. When he gets to 0-2, he's able to play around because he knows he can come with 2-2 or 3-2.
Like, I don't know how he does it. And, like, when he does miss, it's a miss where 80% of the time he might pull the trigger, swing, and not come up with anything. And TJ keeps it alive. Alex tries to go after it, couldn't get under it for a scoop. And even though it looks like the Calicos are in complete control, they're always just one pitch away, especially with somebody like Jim Dodo's coming up, and it could be 3-2 real fast. It looks like Uncle B is having trouble doing anything really in life.
55 miles
TJ's
per
doing his
hour.
part up there. He's been on base all night here. Let's see if they can get a little rally.
Outside, 2-1.
That's the way to work at this league. Get that ball 1, ball 2, and then go from there. Good take there.
53 miles
That's a
per
great
hour.
take by Jim right there. I don't know if he's got the red light, green light, what he's going to do right here, but put 2 runners on.
54 miles
Jim
per
Dodo's
hour.
never had a red light. No.
No. It is 2 outs, you're right. No walks.
54 miles per hour.
Gets him looking, and that's going to be 3 outs.
Stein just able to throw a strike at will. Tough pitch.
We're going to go to the bottom of the 3rd. Calicos up 3-0 right
One
now.
walk today, Viper. 1 walk.
Stein has a walk?
No. Today, he's talking
Oh,
about both
today, yeah,
games
yeah.
combined. Somebody had a walk in the first
49
game. I think
miles per hour.
it was Brandon. Top, right?
46 miles per hour. 48 miles per hour.
Got a lot going on. Sorry, guys.
No, you're good.
Playoffs here. Premier Wiffle.
Lot of stuff going
Calicos
on.
took game 1 5-1. This is game 2. They're up 3-0. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Running out of outs are the Bombers here in their 2021
Mendo, what's going on?
spring season.
Premier League Wiffle right here, Hideaway Field. You're watching James Stein, the batter, who is also the pitcher for the Calicos, shutting the Bombers, who scored the most runs in the league this year and had the highest batting average.
55 miles per hour.
Brandon, really good pitch there. Really tough to pull the trigger there. Probably a good thing he didn't pull the trigger there. He wasn't going to do much with that. Brandon trying to go right back to the same well there. But a little hot, little in. 2-2 count.
It's going to be a tough play for Siege. He's going to have to really haul it in there. Good throw.
491. 496.
Wow, what a play by TJ.
Well, within 0.05 seconds again. 496 from the bottom.
And that's what-
491 from the top.
That's what having 2 stopwatches really does. You guys were both on
It
it.
adds integrity, man. Like, it's hard to believe one person, but when 2 people are telling you they both timed it and they both have it under, then you can't question. There's nothing to question anymore. You don't want players leaving ever feeling they got cheated.
52
Here's
miles
Hollis.
per hour.
It's going to be out number 2. Mayo making quick work of these guys in the 3rd inning.
mph.
Here's Nick Davila having himself a really good playoff showing right now.
57 miles per hour.
That's going to be a long fly ball. Looks like Jim Dodos is there, and that's going to do it for the Calicos. And the Bombers only have 6 more outs to try to tie or take the lead in this game. And so far, they've only scored 1 run against James Steiner.
Yeah.
He's just pitching a gem. And this guy looks locked in like nobody could phase him. And when Stein's on his game, I don't care how good of a hitter you are in the league, he'll shut you down.
It's just so tough to string hits together against him. He's just so efficient, so effective. Understands the game, been playing it a long time.
Man, it's going to be hard not to say they're not going to go there. Sand Viper. And yeah, we're holding. Look at all the people knowing that we're up to 100 viewers consistently. I love seeing that. I can't wait till it says 150, 200, 500, 5,000. Why not?
Yeah,
And that's what we're going for, isn't it?
definitely, man. We're doing great.
Here's Hall. It's been kind of quiet today. Let's see if we can open the can up.
miles per hour.
Nah, Stein respects the game too much. He acknowledges great plays and great hitting. That's going to run. The wind is blowing. Levine on the run. What a play by Matty Levine. That is going to be a PLW highlight. Maybe we could clip that back so all the people in the chat could just click on and watch what one of their comrades just did right there.
He covered a lot of ground there,
Wow.
all the way across the outfield. We have not seen that guy move like that since he saw a good 2-5 game down at the Wind.
Absolutely. I mean, he basically slid into third base and caught a wiffle ball.
What a great play. He got a good jump on it, and I mean, he probably got 25 steps in there.
And here's Peter Mock.
46 miles per hour.
And that's really far,
not
but
far
it gets
enough.
caught in that tier 2 wind. Exactly what I was talking about. There's a couple levels here at Hideaway Field because we are surrounded by trees. If you look at right center, you can see a wind blowing in that tree, and it got caught up in the jet stream up there. And after a great hit, even a better catch by Carrasco. And these guys are going to go nuts if they win this game.
53 miles per hour.
Good communication in the outfield there by Alex and Matty, too, because they both were there, and Matty peeled off.
That was a dumb pitch by Stein right there. Holy cow. You see the movement on that from high to low?
He's feeling it. Can we get a replay on that, or is it too late?
Man, I want the people at home to see the movement of this ball. I don't care who you are, you're not hitting that, Chad. And if you're just a average player, you're
So,
definitely
Matty,
not
Alex.
making contact.
52 miles per hour.
Nick, Matty Alex Joe or Matty Alex Al? Matty Alex Joe?
48 miles per hour.
Okay, so Nick's adding his 6 and 7 hitters to the lineup here. If he wants his 7-hitter bat, one of these guys is going to have to get on
50
base.
miles per hour.
The 4 holes up here, and Matty Levine, and then Alex, and
He just ran
then
into
Joe, and then Big Al.
a really, really good pitcher, Wiffle. Stein is very difficult to hit. And a lot of these Bomber players were hitting mid-300s throughout the season. Yeah, Viking. Stein has them just out of sorts.
Yeah, I did kind of say that at the beginning here. I just know that Stein's a big game pitcher and the best pitcher down here. Hard hit by Maddie there. Double.
And you know what I'm noticing a little bit, Chad? I feel like Brandon's been taking a little bit off his game. I feel like he's throwing him up there a little bit softer, and I don't know why.
He's been 58 all night. He realizes he's got to keep it under the 55. You have to dominate with finesse in this league, and Brandon only has a couple of pitches to go to sometimes, and this gun is reading pretty heavy tonight, it seems.
55 miles per hour. 29 miles per hour.
No cheap readings from the gun tonight. It's been 56, it's been 56, and he struggled a little keeping it under. Stein's submarine angle was able to...
hanging up there a little longer than normal, and that will be some cause for concern going into season number 2 if they can't rally and get past the Calicos.
58 miles per hour. 68 miles per hour.
There's the Mayo. That's the nastiness that I'm used to seeing.
Sounded like that. I couldn't see it, but
Viper,
it did sound
you
like
know Kyle's going to be around for that one. I'll rip into Kyle if he goes to bed right now or does whatever. He has to watch this.
52 miles per
And these
hour.
guys are playing really good. Good throw by TJ there.
52 miles per
And
hour.
real quick, I just want to go over why we even play wiffle ball here. And we do it for Ranch Island Rescue, something I'm very passionate about. And all these players know exactly what we do. Very supportive of that. Make sure you go check out Ranch Island Rescue on Instagram as well. See some of the animals like Wiffle Ball, Winnie. We got Gandalf, Conrad, and Peppa.
51 miles per
top of the
hour.
5th here. Bombers are going to need
Axel.
to get going right now.
The Rabbit. And yeah, a lot of fun. We do a lot of good things here at Hideaway Field, getting involved in every aspect. And our clubhouse people whipping out some of the best food in the valley, all plant-based, of course.
Stein looking for the playoff shutout here. Let's
Here we
see.
go.
53 miles per hour.
To hold the Bombers to one single run off a home run by Dodos is unbelievable.
Through 9 innings, absolutely.
Through 9, yeah.
58 miles per hour.
Yeah. And that's-
56
Stein's
miles
on
per
that
hour.
real quick. There's Jim Dodos with one out, down by 3. They need to get something going real fast.
$59 miles per hour. 28 miles per hour.
Purple Viking is right.
25 miles per hour. 56 miles per hour.
2 outs. They're 1 out away from going to the PLW finals.
26 miles per hour.
Which I kept them from last season with that 9-inning game. That was also a semifinal game. That game last season that went 9, and Calicos were unable
I don't
to get...
think so. I don't know if any of the Bombers have any hits besides Dodos and
25
TJ.
miles per hour. 52
And this
miles
might do
per
it.
hour.
Barry just has to make a good throw, and they're there. And that's going to do it, and the Calicos are going to go to the finals to either play the Sand Vipers or the Snappers. What a great game for the Calicos, in full control of the Bombers.